For 9 years, the world believed Amanda Berry was dead. She wasn't. She was alive, just miles away behind a locked door inside an ordinary house. Then, on May 6, 2013, a neighbor heard screaming from inside that house. What he found would expose one of the most disturbing kidnapping cases in American history. This is the story of Amanda Berry and the house on Seymour Avenue. April 21, 2003, Cleveland, Ohio, the day before her 17th birthday. Amanda Berry finishes her shift at a local Burger King. She calls her sister, says she's getting a ride home. A normal, forgettable phone call. Except it isn't. That call is the last anyone hears from her voice for 9 years. No witnesses, no struggle at the scene, no physical trace left behind. Police open a missing persons case. But there's no hard evidence she was taken by anyone. Some investigators quietly suspect she simply ran away. Her mother refuses to accept that theory. She's certain from day one that something is deeply wrong. What no one realizes is that Amanda is less than 2 miles from her own front door. But Amanda isn't the first. A year earlier, in August 2002, 21-year-old Michelle Knight vanished. Her case draws almost no media attention. Police list her as a runaway. No one connects her disappearance to what happens next. 1 year after Amanda vanishes, a second teenager disappears. Gina DeJesus, 14 years old, walking home from school just blocks from where Amanda was last seen. Like Amanda, she disappears without a trace. Cleveland police now have multiple missing girls from the same small area and, on paper, no connection between them. But there is a connection. One man, his name is Ariel Castro, a school bus driver, a father, a familiar, friendly face in the neighborhood. He even attends vigils for the missing girls. No one suspects him. Not yet. All 3 women end up in the same place, a house on Seymour Avenue, less than 3 miles from where they were taken. Amanda Berry, Gina DeJesus, Michelle Knight. 3 missing girls the whole city is searching for are all inside one house at the same time. Chained, isolated, cut off completely, windows boarded, doors alarmed not to keep people out, to keep the women in. Neighbors walk past this house every single day. None of them know what's on the other side of the glass. In 2006, Amanda gives birth inside that house. Castro is the father. For 6 years, that little girl grows up as a prisoner too, never once stepping outside as a free child. Over nearly a decade, there are warning signs. A woman seen crawling on a chain in the backyard, pulled back inside within seconds. A child crying from a house with no children. Reports reach the authorities. None of them lead to a search. Castro's mask never slips. Friendly, ordinary, invisible, he waves at neighbors. He plays loud music, loud enough to cover the sounds inside. 3 missing women, hidden in plain sight. Inside the very city, still looking for them. That mask holds for almost 10 years. Then, in May of 2013, Castro makes one mistake he can't undo. May 6, 2013, an ordinary Monday afternoon. Castro leaves the house and, for the first time in years, fails to fully secure the door behind him. Amanda Berry realizes something instantly. This is her chance. It might be her only one. She pushes against the outer storm door with everything she has. It gives way. She's holding her 6-year-old daughter in her arms. She starts screaming for help right there on the porch in broad daylight. A neighbor named Charles Ramsey hears her cries from across the street. He doesn't hesitate. He runs toward the house, toward a woman the world had given up on. Amanda borrows a phone and calls 911 herself. Her voice is shaking, but her words are clear. She tells the dispatcher her name. She says she's been missing for years. She says her captor is Ariel Castro and gives the address without hesitation. For the first time in nearly a decade, someone is finally listening. Police arrive within minutes. Inside the house, they don't just find Amanda's daughter. They find Gina DeJesus, still alive after 9 years missing. They find Michelle Knight, missing for more than a decade, the woman whose case barely made the news. 3 women, missing for a combined total of more than 20 years. All alive, all inside one single house, the entire time. The city that had searched for these girls for nearly a decade never once searched this house. Ariel Castro is arrested within hours, just blocks from the house. Investigators move in to search the property room by room. What they find confirms years of captivity deadbolts on interior doors, chains, ropes, and a home deliberately turned into a prison. Then comes a detail that stuns the public. Records show that back in January 2004, police actually went inside that house to question Castro after he left a child unattended on his school bus. They stood inside the same walls where two of the missing women were already being held. They noticed nothing. News crews descend on Seymour Avenue by nightfall. A missing persons case gone cold for a decade becomes the biggest story in the country. To avoid the death penalty, Castro strikes a plea deal. In court, he pleads guilty to nearly 1,000 criminal counts: kidnapping, rape, and aggravated murder for forcing a miscarriage. He's sentenced to life in prison, plus 1,000 years. The judge tells him directly the crime fits the punishment. But the story doesn't end there. 1 month after sentencing, Ariel Castro is found dead in his prison cell, ruled a suicide. The man responsible for a decade of suffering escapes any further justice on his own terms, not the courts. The 3 survivors are left to answer the questions he never will. The 3 survivors rebuild their lives, each in their own way. Amanda's daughter, born in captivity, finally grows up free. The house on Seymour Avenue is demolished, erased from the map. But one question remains: how does a case like this go unnoticed for a decade, on an ordinary street in a major American city? For nearly a decade, Amanda Berry was a name on a missing persons flyer, a photo that faded a little more every year. She refused to stay that way. She didn't wait to be found. She broke through a door that was never supposed to open and saved 3 lives, not just her own. Her escape ended one nightmare after nearly 10 years on one ordinary street. But it exposed a harder truth. Sometimes the missing aren't far away at all. Sometimes they're living a few blocks from home behind a door no one ever thought to open. Amanda Berry kicked down a door the entire system had walked past for 9 years. So ask yourself, how many other doors are still standing closed right now? If cases like this keep you up at night, hit subscribe.